YouTube Kurt Curtis. I'm starting off the week going to my local thrift store. I don't go every week, but most weeks I do go because typically I find some stuff. If I find anything, I'll show you guys when I get home. All right, here's my little thrift haul. You guys may have noticed I mostly pick up like books and media items from this thrift store. It's a little small mom and pop thrift store, and you know, prices on other things are typically a little bit high, but their media prices are really good, and I go when they're half off too. So kids books are 30 cents a piece, DVDs are $1, CDs are 50 cents, video games are $1.50. So you can't really go wrong. Pretty small haul here, but I'll go over what I found. First up, picked up some books. The Bride. This book with this cover, there's no solds. There's only one active listing at like $159. Don't think anyone's paying that for this book. I saw like actives and sold for this book in a different cover for around 20 bucks. So realistically, this is probably around that price range, but I'm not sure. There's some writing on the top too. So, but for 30 cents, I grabbed it. Picked up a Goosebumps book. Picked up an Animorphs book. Those will be lotted up. And Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark book. These are okay too. If you can get like, you know, 3 or more or something, you can make a nice little lot. For 30 cents a piece, can't really go wrong. Also picked up 8 Muppet Babies books, weekly reader books. I will double check to make sure none of these have any value individually, but odds are this will just be a lot. But I mean, 30 cents a piece, not too bad. Lots of room to make money there. Not really sure I can get a lot for those. But I will check when I go to list them. And I also picked up this DVD, the 33rd Annual Dove Awards. This is brand new sealed. No solds on this thing. Only one active listing at like 33 bucks. So not really sure, but for $1, I grabbed it. It is Monday morning. I have 17 eBay orders going out today, so not a bad weekend at all. A lot of the stuff is at the storage unit too. Let's go over everything that's sold. First up, I sold this Cubs t-shirt, new with tags. Had this thing for quite a while. I think a friend just gave this to me. I'm not really sure though. Finally sold for $8.79, only making a few bucks there. Sold a Marvel 94 card, the Scarlet Witch, that ended up selling for $3.21. I sold this vintage Avon aftershave. This was part of the $20 Filicar sale, and this sold for $22.99. Sold a Mask figure. This guy right here ended up selling for $16.71. Not too bad, just for this little guy. Next up, I sold this lot of pins. These are American Airline Junior Pilot pins. I got a whole lot of pins for $3, and I separated them into 2 lots, so I technically have $1.50 into this lot. Took a long time to sell, but this lot sold for $25.79. Sold this Cop Rods Hot Wheels car that ended up selling for $9.39. Sold Mall Tycoon 2 Deluxe for the PC. This is brand new sealed, ended up selling for $17.99. And I also sold a vintage collection Hot Wheel car. That one ended up selling for $14.99. Right, I have 9 more items to pull. First up, I sold a replacement disc for Final Fantasy IX. This disc 1 ended up selling for $9.99. Let's see, next up here, C4. I sold a book, Baseball Stars of 1968. This was part of that book haul. This ended up selling for $9.49. Next up, sold another book, one of these Choose Your Own Adventure books. This one ended up selling for $12.99. Sold a DVD, Remembering Chicago. I believe this is pre-owned. And this ended up selling for $12.34. Sold a laser disc. It's the 10 Commandments one right here. This one ended up selling for $11.99. I also have some cards going out. Sold this Luca card, ended up selling for $4.49. Sold a Stephen Curry card, ended up selling for $4.49. Kevin Durant ended up selling for $4.99. And this bench warmer card ended up selling for $1.99. It is Tuesday morning. I'm only shipping eBay room items out today, and I only have one item going out. Sold this Hot Wheels car, ended up selling for $9.49. It is Wednesday morning. I technically have 10 items going out today. However, it was just 4 orders. I had one person pick up a bunch of cards. We'll get to that later. First up, I sold this bench warmer card, ended up selling for $1.99. Also sold this Hot Wheels car, ended up selling for $10.99. All right, I'm at the storage unit. I had another order come through as I was driving here. I'll show you guys the big order of cards once I get home, because some of the cards were here and some of them were in the eBay room. So I'll show you those all together. But I sold this basketball card, ended up selling for $7.99, not too bad at all. And then I had one person pick up 2 cards. This soccer card ended up selling for $2.99. And this football card, Matt Ryan, ended up selling for $2.49. So that person's total was $5.48. Here's the big order of cards now that I have them all together. This person picked up probably like every road card I had in my store. I'm not sure, but a bunch of road cards. Let's go through all of them. This one right here ended up selling for $1.99. This one sold for $4.99. This one ended up selling for $1.99. And then a random Spider-Man card in here sold for $1.99. This one ended up selling for $4.99. This one ended up selling for $1.99. And this one ended up selling for $2.29. So this person's total for all these cards was $20.23. It is Friday morning. I have 11 eBay orders to pack up and ship out today. So on eBay, they're not giving you the option to select the date. Today is Christmas Eve, so it's acting like usually when there's a holiday, when you're going to print a label, it won't let you select the date for that day because the post office is closed. But as far as I know, the mail's still getting delivered today. The post office is probably open, just shortened hours. And I should be able to get my packages picked up, so I'm gonna have to print the labels out with the Monday date, and hopefully that's okay. And hopefully the carrier takes my packages. If not, then I'll just ship this stuff out on Monday and just get a head start. Let's go over what sold. I sold an NES game, The Simpsons. That ended up selling for $12.21. I sold a DVD, Very Bad Things. This is brand new sealed. Ended up selling for $8.49. And I sold another NES game, Spy Hunter. That ended up selling for $12.21 as well. All right, I'm at the storage unit pulling the rest of the orders. First up, I sold a book. This was part of that stupid book haul. Once again, The Secret of Saturday Cove. This ended up selling for $9.49. Next up, I sold a GameCube game. This one right here, A Series of Unfortunate Events. This is pre-owned, ended up selling for $9.99. So there's kind of a story with this one. I bought this sealed at a garage sale. The seal looked super janky, like really, really janky. And I compared it to like what a sealed GameCube game should look like, and it just didn't match. So I didn't feel comfortable selling it new sealed. So I opened it to see if anything was wrong with it, but everything was crisp. It looked like it had never been used. The disc was flawless. And so I don't know what happened. Someone must have like opened this game, didn't play it, and then like resealed it or something. But yeah, I don't know. So I forgot what I paid for this. I got this at the same garage sale that I picked up all those Hot Wheels cars and also that $100 pair of Janko jeans and stuff. So I think I paid up for this $8 or $10, somewhere around there. I could be wrong though. It's in a video somewhere. So I'm just getting some of my money back on this sale. But as a garage sale haul overall, like probably like hundreds of dollars in the profit. But yeah, sold some cards as well. Got some bench warmer cards going out. This Tori Wilson sold for $1.99. I had one person pick up 2 cards. Amanda Page sold for $1.99. Also picked up was a Jana Z, also sold for $1.99. So that person's total was $3.98. So these bench warmer cards, I probably listed like less than 5% of the cards that I have. Like I have over 1,600 cards. And so far I've sold a handful of them, and I've probably already made over 10% of my money of what I paid for all of them. So that is just like a volume thing. Like I'm gonna make money by volume on that. Like so far none of the cards are really worth that much, but just selling them, just a ton of them individually over time, I'll make like a ton of money. But we're gonna talk more about that in a little bit. Sold a Zach LaVine basketball card that ended up selling for $2.19. Sold a Psylocke and Sabretooth card that ended up selling for $1.99. Sold a basketball card, John Morant, that ended up selling for $1.99. All right, so I wanted to take a minute to talk about this because I get a lot of crap from people, occasionally in the comments, but mainly in person. People are like, why are you selling trading cards for so cheap? You know, you're only making a little bit off of it. People act like I'm making a couple pennies off of each sale. We'll use $1.99 as an example for the price of a card. People act like I'm making like 3 cents or something. And also, do people think it takes me like 5 minutes to list a card? Because it doesn't. After fees and shipping and cost of supplies, I'm a profit like 81 cents a card. And I've timed it, I've done the math, like I know what's going on with how I work. My system for listing cards is down. I can do it extremely quickly. To photograph, list, and ship a card, it takes me 2 minutes tops to do all 3 steps. Um, if you take 81 cents, that comes out to $24.30 an hour if you're just selling $2 cards, and you can do it quickly like I can. I've been doing it for a while, so you probably won't be able to do it as quickly, but I use the sell similar option on my own listings to list cards super quick. If you're listing a bunch of random cards, then yeah, it's going to take longer. But if you list like the same set and you're doing that, you have to specifically list certain cards from the same set. I can just fly through it. So like, I understand where people are coming from, but for me, I enjoy it and I like it, and I've done the math, and there's money to be made. I'm not trying to convince anyone to like sell low cost trading cards if they don't want to do it or if they don't like it. I enjoy it. I don't like selling like big electronics and stuff, and you can make a ton of money doing that. If you enjoy that, that's fine. That's what's great about eBay. You can run your business however you want to. And the longer I've been on eBay, the more that nowadays I just like simple items and items that I enjoy working with, over like making maximum profit on items. If I wanted to make the most money, I'd be selling like high-end electronics and like trying super hard to like hunt down video games and stuff like that. But it's just not the case. It's just what I enjoy. And yeah, there is money there. And the fact that most people don't want to do that is actually a benefit for me, because yeah, I'm willing to put in the time, so I'm going to make the money. Selling the trading card, well, first off, not all cards only sell for $2. Like, when I go through like a lot of cards, yeah, junk ones are only going to be like $2, but there's tons of cards that will sell for more. So that number of $24.30 is probably going to go up, because the odds of me listing a bunch of cards and they're all $2 is pretty slim. I mean, I think the most expensive card I've sold was 170, 180 bucks or something like that. I've sold a $165 card. Just in last week's video, I believe I sold two $20 cards. So not all cards are just, like that. But yeah, I'm okay with doing it, and I'm okay with that a lot of other people don't like to do it. Selling trading cards individually is like selling pop at 7-Eleven. You go to 7-Eleven, you pay $2 for like a little 16-ounce bottle of pop. And if you go to a grocery store, you can get a 2-liter for like $1. And if you buy like the budget brand, for even less. So it's just the convenience factor. A lot of these cards, like especially Marvel cards and just like the base cards that are just basic, you can buy the complete set for not that much money, which is why I don't sell the complete set if I have the complete set. I don't often have the complete set, but like a lot of times the set will only sell for like 20-30 bucks, but there'll be 100, sometimes more than 100 cards in the set. And when you sell it individually, like, you're making so much more money. You just got to put in the work to do it. And for me, the work is very easy. My process is down to a T at this point. Like, I'm very quick about listing cards. Like I mentioned before, if you're not used to it, if you don't have a process down, it could take longer. But for me personally, very quickly. I don't know what kind of jobs people have that they're making more than $24.30 an hour and they're just above that or something. Like, that's fine. But for me, I'd rather list only $1.99 cards for $24.30 an hour than work a regular job making like 35 bucks an hour. That's just me though, because I enjoy doing it. But yeah, just throwing that out there, because I do get a lot of crap from people. Not necessarily crap, but just questioning like why I'm selling the cards like that. I just enjoy it, and there is money to be made. I've done the math. I'm able to do it extremely quickly. But yeah, let's go over the numbers for the week. It is time for the numbers for the week. This week I had a total gross sales of $313.32. After fees and shipping and all that, my net was $177.87. Pretty bad week here, worst one I've had in a while. It is the week before Christmas. If everything goes according to plan, this video will actually be released on Christmas Day. But yeah, so I wasn't expecting too much this week, because at this point, like, if you order something, like, it's not going to get there in time. but still pretty disappointing. I'm gonna go into the new year just really trying to do my 10 listings a day minimum that I mentioned in last week's video, and just try very hard not to miss a day. We'll see how that goes. I think if I just do that for like a month and just keep going with it, I think it'll increase my sales a lot. You know, we will see though. Sometimes it's just, sometimes it's just slow. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stack dividends, sweet floors, Merry Christmas. Until next time.
If you have more, let me know. Take them off, you'll let them go. I'm here to scoop up everything. Curtis, aka Dividend King. It's in the air that I breathe. Collecting dividends every week. Cash flow is how I roll. Sweeping is how it grows. Sell it all, just let it go. If it's up for sale, I'll buy your soul. I'll resell almost anything. Let me buy your wedding ring. I've been sailing since early dawn. You ain't gonna see me mowing lawn. We out here collecting Pokemon, Charizards, and Flareon. It's about that time of year. Garage sales are starting to appear. It's not a job, it's a career. Early morning, we out here stacking and sweeping while you're also sleeping. Garage sales and dividends, stacking, I'm living it.